Hello everyone, this is Joe. Today I invited my friend Fabiha to try my product IELTS Speaking to conduct a full IELTS speaking simulation. Let's have a try.
All right, thank you, Joe. Let's begin.
Hello, my name is Pop. Could you tell me your full name, please?
Hi, Pak. My name is Fabiha Bushra.
Thank you. Now, let's begin. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. First, let's talk about the area you live in. Do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in an apartment.
I see. How long have you lived there?
I've lived here for 10 years.
And what do you like best about your apartment?
My apartment has a lot of stories, and I live on the highest floor. So I like the views that I get from my apartment, and I have been living in the same unit for the past 10 years. So I've been enjoying the same views for the past 10 years. I've also made friends. My neighbors became my lifelong friends. I also have a good number of supermarkets and cafes around my area.
That sounds wonderful. Now, let's talk about plants. Do you like having plants inside your home?
I do like having plants inside my home.
And what kind of plants do you usually have?
I have snake plants, I have sky plants, I have water plants, I have orange plants as well.
That's a nice variety. Who takes care of these plants?
I take care of them myself, and when I'm away, I do hand over the responsibility to my roommate, who graciously takes care of them in my absence.
That's helpful. Now, let's switch gears and talk about your childhood activities. What was your favorite toy as a child?
My favorite toy as a child were Barbie dolls.
Barbie dolls. Nice. What did you like to do with them when you played?
I had a number of Barbie dolls, and I would play high school, that we're all going to high school. I would also play girl groups. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I would also make,
I see. Did you have many different Barbie dolls?
yes, I had many different Barbie dolls.
And do you think children today enjoy those kinds of toys as well?
I think children today are enjoying less and less of such toys because of technology. I think they spend a lot of time on their iPads and their phones and maybe video games as well. So they spend less time playing with physical toys.
That's an interesting point. Now we move on to part two. I'll give you a topic to talk about for 1 to 2 minutes. You'll have 1 minute to prepare first. Ready?
Yep.
Great. Here's your topic. Describe a quiet place you live. You now have 1 minute to prepare. I'll tell you when to start. Start speaking now.
Right. So a quiet place that I like to go are the mountains of Moria. I learned about it through my friend Bilbo Baggins, who often goes there to meditate. I go there once or twice a week. And when I do go, I spend a lot of time meditating, reflecting on my life. There are a few caves where you can find gold and silver. So I forage some gold and silver to bring back home with myself. I also meet other friends who live around the mountains of Moria who are also engaged in foraging gold and silver. They also come there sometimes to meditate. Um, but overall, even though there are small communities around that area, it is a very quiet place. It is surrounded by the sea. So once I go there and I meditate and I forage what needs to be gold and silver, I feel very emotional about this place. It has existed for centuries and it is currently at risk of destruction due to natural environmental forces. And so I try to spend as much time as possible meditating and finding resources inside the caves and the mountains of Moria. These mountains have existed for Yes, I do get to go there often. I go there 2 or 3 times a week.
And do you think many people know about this place?
Many people do not know about this place, which is why it is still a quiet place.
I see. We've been talking about a quiet place. I'd now like to discuss some more general questions related to this. Do you think only old people have time for leisure?
No, I think both young people and old people have time for leisure. Although old people have retired and do generally have more time, but nowadays more younger people are employed in remote work that gives them more flexibility and gives them more time, also more energy to engage in leisure activities.
I see. And why do you think there are more noises made at home now than in the past?
I think that nowadays people are using more devices, more gadgets inside the home. They're spending more time indoors. Earlier, we used to spend a lot of time outdoors playing, engaging in physical activities. Because families and people in general are spending more time indoors, there is more noise indoors.
And how does technology affect the way people spend their leisure time?
I think technology um, a good takes away the positive aspects of leisure time. It makes you more distracted. It keeps you engaged in a small piece of device instead of, let's say, if you are hiking outside, instead of enjoying the nature, if you're taking constantly taking videos and pictures, you're constantly looking at a screen or a device for prolonged hours instead of enjoying nature, instead of looking at the sky, instead of looking at the trees. So because it distracts you and distracts you away from the good things, technology does affect your the way that you enjoy leisure.
That's very insightful. And do you think it's easy to find quiet places in your country? Why?
In my country, quiet places are not very easy to find in my country. There are only a few places, like I said, the mountains of Moria. It is at risk of destruction due to environmental factors, due to climate change. So there are only a few quiet places that you can find in my country.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh my God. I think I should have spoken more, but I don't know why. Sometimes it takes more time and sometimes it takes.
Thank you.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay. I hope this one's still better. I think. Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes. And as you can see here,
I spoke more.
yeah, you spoke more. You spoke more. Yeah.
And I used less NMLO. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew it. I was.
And also here, yes, your transcript. Transcript. Yeah.
Mountains of Moria. See, you can make
Okay.
up imaginative stuff.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I think this is perfect.
Perfect.